no exception. It was a full statue, but due to the pool, it was vandalized. A woman said, a patriotic woman, of course, she said for the love she had for Dr. Nkrumah, she picked the head, hid it for 43 years. She brought it in 2009, so the state decided to replace it by to tell a story. Somehow maybe we should fix it. Do you think we have to fix it? No. I think it tells its own story. Please come.
No videos.
Unfortunately, there was one president abolished it, brought in 4th of August as Founders Day. So the current president now revived it, and every 1st July in Ghana is set aside as a month of prayer. In 1966, Dr. Nkrumah was in Vietnam on a peace mission, the American-Vietnam War. He made a transit in China, and he heard there was a coup in his absence in Ghana. He never came back, but diverted to Nigeria, where he was made a co-president. He ruled also in Guinea for 6 years, and one day asked why he president. This was because he was arrested, imprisoned for 3 years, but whilst in prison there was a general election. He contested and he won. So he was released after spending 1 year, 2 months. When he came out, they made him leader of government business. 6th of March 1957, he stood where we started from, where the fountain is. That was the exact spot he stood to declare independence. And this was because the British used to play the game polo, and they were not Africans or the indigenous blacks were not allowed to be here. So he chose that place for the declaration. Even though he declared, he was still not made president because the Queen of England was still in Ghana. So he was a prime minister from 1957 to 1957.
Yes, what do you know about Kwame Nkrumah?
Well, he was one of the presidents here in Ghana, and he died in 1972. And he was a husband to this beautiful lady from history, and he always
So, is this your first time in Ghana?
my first time in Ghana, so I came back.
So, your first time when you arrived at the airport, what's the first experience you got at the airport?
Hospitality, everybody was very sweet, receptive, and it's like, welcome back
president. He ruled also in Guinea for 6 years. And one day asked why being president. This was because he assisted the Indians to gain independence from France. So after 6 years, in 1971, he was taken to Bucharest, Romania for treatment, and he passed. The body was embalmed, laid in state in Guinea, and after 3 months, the family requested because the mother was still alive. It was brought sent to Crawford. Crawford is about 8 hours drive from Accra. Also laid in state in a metal casket you see in the museum for packing. In the 20th year, they realized the body was deteriorating. So when the pack was completed in 1992, the then President Rollins, the late President Rollins, he constructed the place. Then he arranged that the body should be brought here, since this is the declaration grounds for the faith. So it was brought, transferred from the original metal casket you see in the museum, and buried in our normal wooden coffin. The wife, Madame Fatia, was an Egyptian. They got married the latter part of 1957. But due to the military coup, they separated. They never met for security reasons, not in terms of marriage. So those days there were no mobile phones. So on her sick bed, she made an appeal to be buried by the husband. She died 2007. She was brought and buried. She died at 75. Dr. Nkrumah left behind 4 children. The first one is Professor Francis. He was a medical doctor and a pediatrician. Then, Professor Francis' mother was a Ghanaian from Elmina in the central region. So, Madame Fatia had 3 children with and she wants to be on the father's party CP, Convention People's Party, and won as a candidate. But currently lost this. And the last one is actually
she's gonna FedEx. You wanna FedEx it? Yeah, whatever. Her crazy face. I think her exercise.
He was arrested, imprisoned for 3 years. But whilst in prison, there was a general election. He contested and he won. So he was released after spending 1 year, 2 months. When he came out, they made him leader of government business. 6th of March 1957, he stood where we started from, where the fountain is. That was the exact spot he stood to declare independence. And this was because the British used to play the game polo, and they were not Africans or the indigenous blacks were not allowed to be here. So he chose that the declaration. Even though he declared, he was still not made president because the Queen of England was still in Ghana. So he was a prime minister from 1957 to 1960. He was a prime minister. 1st July 1960, he was sworn in as president of the republic. And since then, every 1st July in 66, we heard there was a military coup that led to Dr. Nkrumah being exiled in Guinea. So during that time, most of Dr. Nkrumah's items were either stolen or destroyed. So those were no exception. It was a full statue, but due to the coup, it was vandalized. A woman said, a patriotic woman of course, she said for the love she had for Dr. Nkrumah, she picked the head, hid it for 43 years. She brought it in 2009, so the state decided to replace it by to tell a story. Some of the view we should fix it. Do you think we have to fix it? No. I think it tells its own story. Please come.
No videos. Can't miss a picture, right?
When I can just move. Since I know video, no, then you took the little book.
After everything, we do interview.
Okay.
Hello.
She go fast. She go like. She don't play, yeah.
The Freedom War, and we have the 6 faces of Dr. Nkrumah.
They all look alike.
Yes, but the same person, but the mood different. So we have the Abo. Amen. We have the 6 faces of Dr. Nkrumah. Same person gained independence, full of smiles. He was laughing when he was sworn in as president, and subsequent to us started his official duty. And the last one, in a very pensive mood. That was when he had the news of his overthrow. His favorite quote says, "I'm not an African because I'm born in Africa, but African," meaning he had Africa at heart. So on this note, we've come to the end of our talk. Questions, suggestions are welcome. Oh, okay. So we have an inscription like this on a t-shirt. Yes, we have colors like white, brown, red, green. Yes. The largest size is 3X.
How much?
200 feet. Yes, sorry.
Come. What's the meaning of welcome? Akwaba.
Kwaba.
Okay.
Yes, Akwaba.
What do you know about Kwame Nkrumah?
Well, he was one of the presidents here in Ghana, and he died in 1972. He died in 1972, and he was a husband to this beautiful lady from Egypt. Yes, and I'm happy to be here to learn a lot of the history. And he, one of his quotes, he's not an African, but Africa lives in him. Yes.
So, is this your first time being in Ghana?
My first time in Ghana, so I came back to our roots.
Okay.
Yes.
So, your first time when you arrived at the airport, what's the first experience you got at the airport?
Hospitality. Everybody was very friendly, very receptive, and it's like welcome back to the motherland.
How many days have you been in Ghana so far?
Well, this is our first actual day, which is September 11th. So we're gonna be here for 10 days, and
But have you actually tasted any favorite food? Any food,
I
African
haven't
food?
really gotten the Ghana food as yet. I'm longing to get that.
But have you had which food would you like to taste?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
We have fufu, we have.
Oh, I would like to try the fufu.
You like
Yes,
the fufu?
yes.
Can you sing any Ghanaian song?
Oh, you gotta teach me.
Okay, we will teach you later. Welcome.
Thank you once again.
Madasi.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm well, doing well.
Akwaba.
What is it again?
Madasi.
Madasi.
Is it your first time being in Ghana?
First time in Ghana.
So, what's your first experience in Ghana?
A lot of history. It's beautiful. I love it.
So, what have you learned about Kwame Nkrumah so far?
Well, the history, how we fought for independence for Ghana. How we tried to make things right for the local people. And then kick out those who kind of colonized Ghana for all the years. And he wanted to make it right for his people.
So, describe Kwame Nkrumah in one word.
Okay, straight to the bus.
Greatness.
My bus is leaving.
Yeah,
Right.
greatness.
Greatness.
Yeah.
But your experience being in Ghana and more about how the Ghanaians, how do they treat you so far?
So far, so good to be here with less than 24 hours. That's 12 hours so far. It's been spectacular. Love it.
Okay, you're loving it. So, so far, for last word, what's your favorite food you like to taste in Ghana?
We haven't eaten it yet.
You know it
We eat tonight. First time.
the first time.
First time.
So, in your first time, what food do you prefer to eat in Ghana?
I love seafood.
You like
I
seafood?
love seafood, fish. That's what I'm looking forward to.
But we have some traditional food like fufu, gobe, and then benku, mutu.
I know about those, but I'll try it out.
You try that
I'll
one?
try it out.
All right, I would love you to try that one.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you too.
All right, good.
Akwaba.
Madasi.
That's it. I remember that.
You're done? Okay, I'm done. It is wonderful. I'm enjoying every minute of it as we speak.
But what do you know about Kwame Nkrumah so far being there?
Please, I'm leaving.
Sorry, I didn't.
What have you heard about Kwame Nkrumah as being Ghana here?
Well, I heard that Ghana has some really lovely people, and so far, it has met expectations. Samuel and the team, wonderful. I'm looking forward to the rest of this trip.
How will you describe Kwame Nkrumah in one word?
Sorry,
How will you describe Kwame Nkrumah in one word?
how would I describe?
Yeah, I really come on.